Hey guys, and welcome to another speed build. So in this video what I kind of planned on doing was having a really small contemporary modern home where weirdly the living room, the kitchen and a bathroom is all upstairs, and you have to enter it through the outside stairs, and then the bedrooms shall I say, and a bathroom are all situated downstairs. And this family home, which I imagine it to be, it is a family home, is actually suitable. Well, I managed to fit 4 Sims in, so I managed to fit a couple and their little girl and toddler, who is a little boy, into this home. It is a bit of a squeeze, I must say. Like, the bedrooms are quite small, and I'm not too impressed with the children's bedrooms, but the master bedroom and the rest of the house I really love, and I was really excited to share it. And of course, as you can see in here, it's got a little garage area, and I'm going to have a back garden as well. So I wanted this to be a very bright and airy kind of home, so I'm going to have lots and lots of big windows and have a really bright feeling to it. And I forgot to put a door in here, so I had to use the slimmer windows and then add a see-through door there as well. And the reason I wanted to build one of these is because normally on Sims I tend to build more old-fashioned kind of homes, like traditional homes, traditional family homes, and I've never built a contemporary home or a modern home, so that's what I wanted to go for today. And that garage there, I actually didn't manage to put a car in there. I decided to put a hot tub in there instead. So this isn't a base game build, because obviously the hot tubs are from the Perfect Patio stuff pack. But of course you don't have to have that in yours. You know, if you want to copy this build, you can't get it from the gallery, because I don't have a gallery yet, because on PlayStation or on console there isn't a gallery for Sims 4, which is really sad. I was really looking forward to putting stuff on the gallery, but hopefully they sort that out soon and we can have a gallery so we can share ideas, and you can share stuff with me, I can share stuff with you, and it's gonna be awesome. So what am I doing here? I'm just finding a front door, and I just used the see-through door that you see at the beginning, and for some reason I randomly put like a window on top of there, but then I realised that's not going to work, it's going to look weird, so I think I get rid of it, I'm not sure. And then I wanted a back door leading from the main bedroom, the master bedroom, into the back garden, because I thought that would be really cool if the parents, whenever they want, they can just go into the back garden from there. But that also means, unfortunately, that the kids will have to go through your bedroom to get outside to the back, which is fine at the moment. The family that I made for this house is quite a relaxed family, very chilled, very comfortable with each other, so I'm sure the parents won't mind the kids going into the back garden through their bedroom. I also wanted to have like panel walls on some of the parts of the house on the outside, some of the exteriors, because I think it had a bit of depth. And just for a bit of fun, I added like a very bright blue. At the beginning I had a very light blue, a very pale blue, but I couldn't really see it in the different lightings, so I went for a really bright blue on the outside, which I think adds a very beachy kind of summery look to it, which is what I wanted to go for. This is the kind of house I imagine in or next to a beach, so if you go on holiday or something, this could be like a holiday home. And then I had stone on the inside where the stairs are. Where the stairs are, I do want to have like loads and loads of plants, which I do add in a moment, but at the moment I'm still working on the outside and making sure it looks alright. Okay, so for the inside I'm just adding all the lights now, just so I can see what we're working with, because I said before I wanted a very bright home, lots of lights, lots of space. Well, not lots of space, just it makes it look more spacious when there's more light in there. So now I'm just adding the hedges on the outside by the stairs to make it look more, I don't know, just to blend it in with its environment a little bit, and so it's not so contemporary, it has a bit of nature as well. And I ended up covering the bottom of that hedge there that you get with I think you get that with the Perfect Patio stuff. but I covered the bottom of the hedge with actual outdoor hedges, because that hedge that I used there, the big one on the outside, that's actually an indoor plant, so of course it's going to need a plant pot. And at the beginning I put these trees here, but it just blocks most of the house, so I put them around the house instead, rather than blocking up the front part. Okay, what am I doing now? More plants, I'm adding more plants, and I think this is where I cover the hedge up actually. Using the move objects sheet just to blend them all together and make it sure that it looks more natural. I was going to put it on the inside as well, but I didn't really like how that looked. And I really had trouble with this plant here because it kept merging through to the kid's bedroom, and I didn't want like a kid, you know, having a plant sticking through their bedroom. And I think I'm just putting some beds in here just so I can kind of get an idea for space. And I was going to put 2 bedrooms in here, and 2 beds in here, but this is where I decided that I actually wanted a separate room for the toddler, because you didn't really have much room, and I didn't think it was fair that the parents had this massive space and the kids only have like a tiny room for the both of them. So I ended up moving some windows around and making a little extra room at the bottom here. I actually changed this up quite a lot because I wasn't too happy with it. Like, it was only going to be a toddler's room, so it's not going to be like huge, because I don't think a toddler needs that much space anyway. But I ended up changing this a lot just so that they have enough room for like a bookcase and like a little chair or a toy box, because I want them to be able to play in there as well. And then the little girl's room is going to have more space because she's bigger and she's going to need more room. And also, I'm not too happy with the kids' bedroom either, because the girl's room, because she's actually quite sporty, so I'm going to change her room from being quite pink. And now I'm doing the living room, I think. Yeah, I'm doing the living room. So I had a lot of trouble with the sofa. I really like that sofa, but I wanted something a little bit smaller because I don't have a lot of space. So I wanted something where I can work, something small enough to work with so it fits in the space and fills the space at the same time. So it's not too much and you can have enough room to move around, but it fits the space nicely. And I went for this bright blue sofa. I love these sofas. These are my favourite sofas because they have loads and loads of colours of them. Loads of colours with them, so you can use different colours for different rooms, and it's only cheap. It's a very cheap sofa as well, so that's good. And what I'm doing here is I'm just taking this little TV and just enlarging it. So counts the same price, but it's just bigger. So you don't have to spend all that money on a massive TV. You just buy a little one and then enlarge it. You can even enlarge one of the smaller TVs, like the really cheap ones, if you wanted to. And I also added a bit of yellow, so it's yellow, blue and white, which kind of suits the exterior as well, because on the outside it has blue, and it doesn't have yellow on the outside, but I wanted a bit of yellow just to have a bit more of a bit more colour in the home. I wanted it very bright and very happy looking. And I used the same wood panelling as I did on the exterior on some of the interior walls as well, because I thought that would look cool to separate the colours. Now, of course, I'm struggling for a fridge, as always. I can never find a fridge that I really like. I'm always struggling with objects, and I'm always struggling finding like counters as well. That's the thing with The Sims, like Sims 4, there's not many counter choices, and there's not many, it's hard to say, like there's lots of variations, but I'd like the customization on The Sims 4 like you did on The Sims 3, because I had Sims 3 on Xbox 360 I think, and you had a lot of customization with that, and I loved that aspect of it because you could do loads with what you had. You can just buy something and then for free you could colour in or change the textures of it in any way you wanted to, and I really like that idea. Once again, rearranging everything so I can fit a dining table in. I think I fit a dining table just by the bathroom. And everything works, all the objects work as well. So none of the objects have any trouble with if they can get to it. Like, I was a bit worried that the toddler that the little toddler wouldn't be able to fit in the, what's it called? The high chair, because it was a bit of a weird thing. Oh, and these ovens as well, because they're in such a weird place, I merged them with the counters. And I'm not sure if they work. I think they do, because my Sims have cooked a lot. So I think they do work, but I'm going to double check that again, because I'm not sure if they just keep using the barbecue. But if they don't work, they look cool. You don't have to merge them with the counters. You can just have them as they are, like they are now. And I love this living area. I love the upstairs. The upstairs is my favourite part of this build. How it's so colourful and bright and has all these pictures and the yellow walls and the wooden walls and the little dining room area. I just think it's perfect how it's so small, but at the same time, like, I think I worked really well with the space. I think I added a mirror as well, just to extend the space a little bit. It was only a little mirror, but it just added a little bit of, I don't know, oh, that mirror was way too big. Just expands the room a little bit, and I really, really like it. I'm really impressed with what I did with this build. Considering it was so small, like, I am really generally impressed with it. And I don't mean to, like, toot my own horn, but I'm quite happy with it, so I hope you guys are happy with it as well. And I think one of the main problems in this build, other than the kids' bedrooms and the fact that the cookers might not work because of the way I merged them with the counters, is that privacy may be an issue. If you care about privacy, like, this may not be the build for you. Maybe if it's in a very woodland kind of area where it's in the middle of nowhere or on a farm, maybe that's not so much of a problem, but because it's right on the street and you have people walking by, people may see into the bedroom windows where your kids are, and you may not want that. I'm pretty sure you won't, but what can you do? You can move this lot to another lot. Hopefully, if I put it on the gallery, if they do put a gallery in there, maybe someday in the future, in like a year's time, they end up having a gallery, maybe in a few months. So if you're watching this in a few months, hello, it might be on the gallery. I'm not too sure. But yeah, if you do something with big windows, privacy is going to be an issue. And I love this balcony area. This balcony area is probably also one of my favourite areas as well, because you got like a little seating area, a little bookcase, lots of plants, and it's just perfect for like people who, or Sims who just want to have a little break from the kids and they go sit out here, and I think it's perfect. I might also, as a little bit of an extra detail, is lock that door to the balcony from the kids, so it's only adults that can go out there, just so that the mum and the dad can get a bit more privacy, maybe. And oh yeah, I'm adding some shelves in here just so I can add some like spices, some spice racks, some bottles, some cookbooks, some things like that, even though they're not actual cookbooks, but just pretend they are. That's what I have to do. And some photos, just to add a bit more detail and a bit more depth to the room, a bit more character. And here I am doing the bathroom, so I just went for a really plain bathroom. I might change that, I might add a bit more colour into these bathrooms. Not really much to say about the bathroom. It's very basic, very plain. Does have, some details to it, like it's got a towel rack and a dressing gown and some shower stuff, but I was going to put it above the shower, like the shower stuff, but then I realised no one will be able to reach it. Not that they would anyway, but you know what I mean. And I'm just taking all of this stuff and putting it downstairs as well, because I do want 2 bathrooms. And all of these objects can be used, as I said, apart from the oven, so that might be a bit of a problem, but the bedroom and the bedrooms, the bathrooms, the living room, everything in the upstairs can be used apart from the stoves, I think. I might just force them to cook something on the stove to see if they can, but I think the reason why they keep barbecuing stuff outside is because they can't actually cook inside, which is fine, it's not a problem. Like, if you want to have a barbecue and you want to have burgers every day, that's your choice, it's not my problem. Once again, I'm adding the planks of wood as I did outside, and some of the inside as well to the downstairs bathroom. And I really like this bedroom. Originally I was thinking of having a single dad, but then I realised that I wanted a mum as well, so it's going to be a mum, dad and 2 little children. So when I was doing this build, it was going to be just a single dad looking after his 2 kids. So originally this room is quite boyish, like it doesn't really have any female stuff in there. Like the typical stereotypical female stuff like perfume and whatever. It has like men's cologne, men's shirts and things like that, because that's the original idea I had for it, but then I do change it, I think. Not in this build, but I think I have changed it. I'm not too sure. Not too much, I just add some, some female stuff in there, like some women's perfume and some women's boots maybe. Maybe change the bedding so it's more, girly. I don't know. Oh yeah, I put the canvases there because I imagine that Dad is going to be an artist. I have a thing with people being artists in this game. Like, I don't know why, but most of my Sims are artists and aspire to be artists and are creative. I'm not entirely sure why, but that's just the way it is. What am I going to do now? Oh yeah, I'm doing the toddler's bedroom, I think, and then the daughter's bedroom. I'm not, as I said before, I'm not too impressed with these bedrooms. They're not really amazing. Like, the wallpaper doesn't really show up that much, so I might add a bright blue wallpaper so that it's more interesting and you can actually see the colour of the wallpaper when you're in the building. But yeah, what can you do? You might be able to convert this into a home for someone who lives by themselves, and maybe a spare room and like an office. Maybe that can be something that you can have. But yeah, what can you do? And also I'm using the move objects cheat, so everything, I can put things exactly where I want them to rather than struggle finding room. I can put things exactly where I want to, blend things together, so it makes it much easier to have objects in the room. And as I said earlier on in this build, I wanted this room to be initially quite girly, because I imagined a quite girly sim would be there. Maybe the mum decorated it like this, or the dad thinking their little girl is going to love it, but their little girl's a tomboy. They don't really know their children that well. They're very professional, like they both have jobs, but they don't really pay attention to their kids that much, which is unfortunate, but that's the kind of idea I had for the story of the characters who live in this household. So they don't really pay attention to what the daughter actually is, so they think, oh, she's a girl, she's going to want pink everywhere, but truthfully, she doesn't want that. She's quite sporty, and there's nothing wrong with being sporty and girly. I'm quite sporty and I like playing sports and I like games and things, but at the same time I am quite girly as well, so there's nothing wrong with that. But the girl that I have made, she is very sporty. Like, she hates the colour pink. That's the kind of girl that lives in my household. And yeah, so I think the parents just need to accept that and let the daughter have her room how she wants it rather than how they want it, because it's her room. Now I'm just doing the outside. I'm adding a little hot tub in there. The hot tub can be used. I added a little gate in the back and on the side as well, so the kids can now go into the back garden without going through the parents' bedroom. Yeah, I just wanted a pool and a hot tub. I wanted it to be like a very fun party area for when they have parties. And just family time and that sort of stuff, because they're very professional. They're very professional and they love their work, but at the same time they love a good party as well. They're all about that money. I also realised that chair was hanging over the pool, so I had to get rid of that. Just adding a barbecue and some few little plants here and there just to make it a little bit more lively, I guess, because when you add plants to a home it makes it look more alive and more lived in, rather than just very industrial looking, very boring, basic looking. I think I ended up getting rid of this. Oh, we're going straight into the screenshot, so I thought I got rid of that. So here is the exterior of the house, very bright, very modern, bit of a weird shape. Yeah, I thought I got rid of that roof, but obviously I didn't. I love that blue wallpaper. I think it looks amazing on the outside. And here's the kitchen. I just realised that the outside wallpaper is exactly the same to the one in the kitchen, which is quite funny. This living room. I love this living room. I love the yellow wallpaper and the plants and the little dining area with the little mirror. Oh, it's just so perfect. I love it. And here's the bathroom. Very basic. Not too interesting. Got a little potty there for the little boy when he gets potty trained. And this is the balcony. I actually show a screenshot of, here it is, of the woman, you know, chilling out, eating a burger in the balcony. Oh, I love it, and I absolutely love this. But I love everything in this build except for the kids' bedrooms. Like, they need a bit of work. Like, I'm really happy with it, and I really hope you are as well. And that little door going into the back garden as well. Oh yeah, this has like a little gap in the wall, but that's not actually there. That's just because the window wouldn't show in the screenshot for some reason in the free mode. Not entirely sure why. Not much in this kid's bedroom. I might add some wall art and change the wallpaper. The hall is also quite boring. Got a little bookcase, just add a little bit of something. And this downstairs bathroom is probably better than the upstairs bathroom. As you see, it's got the paintings and the plants, and it's just more lived in, I think, because it is the one by the bedrooms. And this is the girl's bedroom. As I said, I am going to change that so it's more suited to her character. But here is the backyard. I love this shot, how it's so sunny and the pool is shining. Oh, it's so pretty. I love the effects in this game. And of course there is the little hot tub in the corner as well. Just zoomed in there to show you that clip. I'm just really impressed with this build. I'm really happy with what I did, and I hope you guys do too. If you do, let me know down in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!